Up
Alright,
earlier.
we are now live, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's begin with this first. Welcome to Expose and Express Live. And here are your hosts, Jenny Umali, Burns Bayabo, Jill Sivenbro, Rachi Disagan, and Daniela Nastasi. Hello, beautiful people. We are here again at Expose and Express Online Talk Show, and I'm your host, Jenny Umali.
And I'm Burns with Joey.
And Rachi,
Hi, I'm Rachi from New Jersey.
and Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
And of course, I would like to introduce to you our very special guest, a very handsome guy from the Philippines who is very popular. He is a VIva artist, as an actor, a model, and also a singer. Besides from us being friends way back, we were still young then. I think we were 19. I was 19 years old. And I guess he was like 10 years old. Oh my God, Lance Raymundo, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am not going to, I'm not going to introduce you anymore because I know that a lot of people already know you in the Philippines. I actually want you to share your story with us. So, Lance, how are you? Welcome to Spoken Class
I'm doing
Online
great.
Talk
Good
Show.
afternoon to all the viewers and good afternoon to everyone. Nice to see you again, Jenny, and hello, Nathan and Rochi. Hi, guys.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Lance, are you drinking like the fountain of youth?
I'm drinking whatever you're drinking.
Wow, amazing.
Look
So, well,
cold.
first of all, Lance, how have you been doing? So I know that we did a little catch up last week, and I know it's not enough, and I really want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to join us today. And I know
Yep.
you're busy, and I've been seeing you all over social media, guesting as well. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And thank you for being so professional and patient with us. So my first question is, um, what are the turning events that led you to where you are today? I know that you have your past
Excuse me
story.
again. Your
Yeah.
mic kind of broke up.
Okay. So here. Sorry about that. So can you hear me now?
Now you're
I
back.
feel like somebody is typing for some reason.
Is
Okay.
that
It stopped.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Nathan, stop typing. Well, we're live, so anything is possible. All right. Okay. So, Lance, my first question is, I know I was there during 2014 when that accident happened, and can you please share us a little bit of that?
Oh, she
Okay.
was saying, share with us what happened when you had an accident, like working out.
Okay. Back in 2014, I was actually my career was already going the way I wanted to. Um, I took my career slowly but surely. You know, I didn't take the shortcut route. I didn't join any competition. I didn't join like um, something that would make it overnight. So I did it step by step, and I was very happy with where I was in 2014 because I was getting the breaks that I've been dreaming about for the past years in my life. So that was the time when I was offered a special role, which I had to have a special physique. So I went to a gym and I told the trainer to train me to look like that role that I was given. And I was doing it as a dedication for my job. But what happened was, unfortunately, I was laying down trying to do some barbell flies. My own trainer himself, he put a 105-pound barbell above me so that I could use it right after my first set. He had a conversation with the guy behind him. He was proud. He was like, "You have to check out who I'm training." He's an actor. He was just excited, and because of that little extra excitement, he tripped, and that 105-pound barbell above me accidentally fell right smack on my face. And you can just imagine the impact because it weighed 105 pounds. According to the doctors, every inch away from your face doubles the weight and doubles the impact.
Oh,
So that was really heavy. I couldn't compute how much, but it was heavy enough for the whole rod to actually drive
yeah.
itself through my face. So it fell this deep. It cracked this deep, actually.
Whoa.
So when it fell, my one of my eyeballs actually fell out of the socket, literally, and
Oh my
broke my
gosh.
facial
Oh.
recognition. It was that bad. It wasn't a simple breaking of nose thing. My entire upper face caved in, literally. And because of that, I actually lost vision in one eye. I lost my equilibrium. I didn't know what was happening because I didn't feel anything. But I could hear all the panic around me. Then I tried to stand up. That's the impulse of someone in an accident. You try to stand
Yeah.
up and see everything. I realized I could hardly move, so I was like partly paralyzed, and
Wow.
that was the time that I knew something was really going wrong. So I just lay down, and then people started hauling me into the car, and that was when I realized I was probably gonna die. So it's I'm so blessed that my first instinct was to call for the guy that dropped the barbell. I was like, please call him, call him, call him. And then it's an emergency, call him. When I got him to my side, I said that if I die, just know that I forgive you. It's an accident.
Oh my
And when that
gosh.
happened, that was a huge relief, because I could have died angry, but I was at peace. So everything happened, and that was where the magic really happened. Because when I said that, all of a sudden, instead of my blood gushing out nonstop, because I could have died of blood loss, that calm that I got out of forgiving him made everything slower and more. And the doctors were shocked because it's as if my wounds were healing faster. So I'll tell you
My
more about it as we go on, but that was what happened.
my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Oh my God. You know what? When I heard
I'm
the
getting like
story,
goosebumps.
I know, I
Me
know.
too.
I'm like blown away. When I heard the story, I freaked out. And then I, I didn't know what's going to happen to you because I know you're in the peak of your career. You're like in the
Yes.
peak of your career. And like you said, you're very professional. And I know you that you're very professional. Talagang you really take good care of your body and yourself. So when it happened and then you forgive that person, that's just an
Yes.
amazing act
Yeah.
of really telling God that God, I trust you,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's up to you now how you're going to take over.
Yeah.
And look what happened to you right now, as if nothing happened.
I still pinch myself sometimes when I look at myself because I've given it up. When my face was disfigured, I accepted the facts of life. I told myself in the mirror, I had one eye that still works, that, you may look a certain way now, but that doesn't, because we're effective in society not because of how we look like, not whether we could stand, not whether we could walk, but what we could actually offer from our innermost soul. And I know that my parents raised me to be a nice person. I took my studies seriously, so I know I have enough intelligence to make my life worthwhile. So even if I'm disfigured and unable to move, that doesn't stop me from still reaching my potentials. That's what I want to share with everyone. Nothing can really
Yeah.
stop us. It's all up to us.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's a very
That's much.
inspiring.
Yeah.
You know what? Just like 1 minute of this conversation with you, I felt like I'm whole already. Like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
you're not. You're already won. Oh my goodness, this
Yeah.
is such an amazing
Story that you
story.
have. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Mm.
like how you easily accepted and forgave someone's mistake that could potentially have cost your life, you know?
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's really something and remarkable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. You
Thank
know,
you.
that is really
Well, I owe it
powerful. I
to my
mean,
parents also. My mom's watching right now, so thank you, mom, for raising me so well. And my dad passed away, but he's listening from up there. So, hi.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
I know.
so what have you been doing? How long was the recovery, and what did you do to like recover physically, get back to normal?
Um, Again,
So I
sorry.
was
We're
asking,
live.
can
I
you hear me
didn't
now?
catch the
Sorry
question.
about that. I know the connection's a little
Yeah, I can hear you
staticky.
now.
Yeah. So can you hear me now?
Yeah,
So I was trying to ask, like,
I can hear
how
you now.
long was the recovery process, and what did you do to actually get back to normalcy after the accident?
Okay. That's one thing that makes this story more amazing that I myself can't really comprehend how it happened, but maybe I have a little bit of an explanation. The doctors were telling my family that it would take months before I could have the operation in the first place because my face was this big. It was totally swelling. I had edema, I had everything. So they said that I should just stay in the hospital for, you know, God knows how long. And they're going to give our family the go signal when I'm ready for the first surgery that would first fix the structure of my face. Because my face was, I had bones floating all over.
Oh wow.
So the doctors themselves couldn't believe how everything subsided faster than usual. But I just, regardless of what your religion is, regardless of who we believe in, there's always something that we entrust our faith to, right? So I just lay down believing that everything's going to be all right. And that helped me because what you believe in makes you stronger. So the whole time I was just listening to music, I was just being positive, and I was just surrounding myself with love. I had my parents around me all the time. I had social media where I could see all the well wishes from people from all around the world, even people who
Yeah.
don't know me.
Yeah.
So I think that nourished me both physically and spiritually. So surprisingly, I was out of the hospital in 13 days, 1-3, as in 13
Wow.
days.
Wow.
I was home.
2 weeks?
Yeah, that is like pretty amazing. So, what was it? Did they put like prosthetics when they try to reconstruct your left side?
Yes, actually, we went metal shopping. We went titanium shopping. It was so
Wow.
unusual. We had like sales reps with different metals. This could be. I feel like I'm Wolverine because they're like, this one was used for this actress that had a car accident, and this one was. So I told my parents, it's up to you. I don't. I'm not even concerned about looking normal anymore. I just wanted to live because I knew that I still have a lot to offer. So I said, whatever's gonna keep me alive, that's what matters. Don't think about what's
Yeah.
gonna make me look good. Think about what's gonna keep me alive. That was the main point. So
Yeah.
there, I have metal all over my face right now.
Wow, amazing.
That must be quite hard going into airports through security.
The first 2 years, I would actually the alarms were gonna buzz when I go through the sensors, and I always have this medical certificate proving that I
Oh,
have metal in my system.
System.
It was
Yeah.
hard, especially when I went to stricter countries. But now my bones have grown over the metal, so it became part of my body now. So I don't hear bells anymore when I go through the sensors.
Oh.
Oh, but
Wow.
like I mean, your spirit is just like inspiring.
Mhm.
We're kind of like having
Yeah,
something like
me too.
this for some reason.
The connection
The
is
connection
really
is bad.
weird. There's
But yeah,
some
so
static.
Rochi, you're gonna ask
Yeah.
something.
Yes, Lance. As you've met, I'm Rachi. I am from New Jersey, and I am actually a health and wellness lifestyle blogger. And I'm also a mom of four
Oh
kids.
wow, I met you
I
there.
wonder if we put the head.
And so, anyway, when you were telling me about your experience during the event, that right away there was forgiveness on your head to the person who hurt you. Uh, so right, what was that initial reaction? Where do you think that initial reaction came from? Because
How do I think?
like,
Oh, you know what?
where do
I
you
think
think?
the earphones are what's causing this static.
Oh, earphones?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
might
Yeah.
be. Both of you guys are wearing earphones.
yeah.
Do you have to? Yeah, you want me to try it
Yep, yep.
If you
Yeah, it was
unplug
the
it, I think the
earphones.
static's gonna disappear.
No, take it off.
Diba? We have
Yeah.
situation, we have technical
No, yeah. Wow.
devices going on in this building. All on one
out? Let
show.
me try.
But amazing, you know what? See, that's the thing. Because of the real story that you're sharing us, I don't even mind what's going on there. Well,
Oh,
yeah. So
Oh,
hold on.
Yeah.
no, it's the earphones
is
that's
it better?
causing.
Oh
No,
no,
the
it's more than
earphone is actually causing the static.
earphones.
No, it's the
Yeah. If
earphones.
you unplug the earphone,
I actually just want to show my
there you
whole
go.
outfit.
Okay, is that better?
Beauty of Zoom virtual meetings.
Is it better?
Yes,
Can you
slightly
hear me
better.
better?
No,
I
there's
think,
still.
I could hear
yeah,
you.
I think it's better.
Okay. So I was
Are
what was
you
I'm
guys
about to
okay?
say? They're still static. So I was
Yeah, it's still
asking
there.
It's
your
still
initial
there for some
Oh,
reaction.
reason.
Yep. Your initial reaction was forgiveness. Where do you think that
Yeah.
reaction came from? Because usually for us, our initial reaction
Um.
is fear or hate.
Yeah. I was surprised myself because I'm not some woke guy. I'm not like different from everyone. In fact, I'm as regular could get. I'm from show business. I have a lot of friends that our main goal is to be on the top, and to succeed. So it's a proof that you always have goodness within you. Even the worst criminal, we all were born cute little babies. We were all nice. We were all adorable. And we change as we grow up. But no matter how you change, in the core of our souls is still that little baby. So it's a matter of how you try to, pull him back into your consciousness and make him what you are. So I have a lot to thank for K mom and K dad and also my big brother for raising me so well that it always allowed me to have the best decisions whenever things happen in my life. So I think that forgiveness part is something that's always been a part of me. That sometimes you forget as you grow up. So I was just able to find it in me, especially at the point of near death. That's when you find all the aspects of yourself that you've been looking for all your life. So
Yeah.
and I'm so thankful to God for inspiring me to be that kind of guy again when I needed it. Because my trainer probably suffered as much as I did, right? When you cause something like that, that's a
Oh yeah.
huge blow onto your spirit
Hmm.
also.
Oh yeah.
So I think I saved him
The
as well.
guilt.
Imagine if I never forgave him and didn't tell him it's all right. He's probably in a state of depression all his life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I agree
everybody
with that.
wins. So I'm just so thankful that it ended up this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I
fact, if
mean, your
he's watching, hi
spirit's just too
coach.
strong. Sorry, can you say that again?
The what?
Can you say that again?
You are waving.
Ayan, again.
Excellent.
Oh,
sorry,
you want me to say
sorry.
something?
It's
I don't know what's going on right now with the universe. It's Mercury retrograde, so I think there's like a glitch in the universe today. Yes. Yeah. So going back,
Yeah,
Lance.
but we
So
make it work out.
so yeah, going back, Lance, I really appreciate your story. Honestly, I've met a lot of people who's like going through a lot, especially uh, like celebrities like you, when they do have things or a little bit of issues and problem, like they get depressed already. But
Yeah.
you shifted that negative thoughts and feelings around and turn it into positive, right?
You
So
know, what I want to share to everybody is it's it's up to us, to turn our tragedies into triumph. Because you could either succumb to the tragedy and be depressed, or much worse, end your life, or use it as a challenge to make you a better person. Because as long as we're alive, even if we're paralyzed or whatever, there must be a reason why the universe keeps us alive.
yeah.
Because if it's really our time to die, then we'll just die, some of the strongest guys, even bodybuilders, sometimes just die in their sleep. Some people are wondering why they could hardly move, hardly talk, but they're still alive. It means they still have something to offer the world. Even people who are in a vegetable state, the reason why they're not yet dead is not exactly what they could directly do to the world, but their presence in the hospital allows their relatives or people around them to be better people. So that's
Yeah.
the reason why they're
yes.
probably still living at that moment, because they still have work to do. Their presence in the hospital makes their relatives who were fighting, understand each other and break their clashes and become close again. And maybe
Yeah.
when everything's all right, that's your time to go. So everyone that's still alive is here for a purpose. That's what we should
Yes.
remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's too much for me right now. Yeah.
Hello.
the
Hi,
spirit
Lance.
is
I'm
Oh,
Nathan. Do you think that because of your upbringing and how your parents brought you up, you were able to acknowledge and process the whole situation that you were in, and it gave you that kind of mental arsenal to properly process everything that happened to you?
oh, definitely. Like I said, I have my parents to thank for. So I'm very lucky that my parents brought me up this way, and not just my parents, but my big brother as well, and my aunties and my uncles. So for all the young people watching, you should really value your parents. Sometimes you might find them annoying, but everything that they do or say is out of love. So listen to your parents. But there may be people who are born and they lose their parents early. It doesn't make you less lucky than us, because we will always have our mentors. These
Yeah.
people may have their teachers, they have their older friends. There will always be a parent figure in our life that we have to listen to and respect, because people who have been around this world earlier than us have experienced a little more, and these are the people whom we learn from. So there, just always listen to, just know how to discern, because there will be people who will teach you bad things and pretend that you're good. So let's always be intelligent about who we listen to and what we take in.
That's true.
And I was that kind of guy. So I took in the good things, and I was able to use it when I had the moment in my life where these things came in handy. So there, to answer you, the answer is yes. I have my parents to thank for this.
I think you're
that's
very
awesome.
lucky. You're very lucky to have the type of parents that you have, because I think my generation was able to further the conversation about feelings and emotions. And apparently, there are parents who think that way too, wherein
Yes.
they allow their children to process emotions and process and not acknowledge feelings instead of bottling it up or hiding it away. Thinking, for example, when you said that you were able to not dwell onto the situation and not feel depressed about it. There are some people that actually get depressed because they don't actually know how to process the feelings that they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true. Especially nowadays that social media is like, it's ruled the world. Sometimes what we could express online, we couldn't express in person anymore.
Mhm.
But
That's true.
I think expressing in person is what still allows you to unload the best way. So
Oh yeah.
Mm.
we should just continue to just always process our feelings and always express it, because non-expression of feelings is what really causes people to explode
Mm-hmm.
or implode.
That's true.
So let's just keep
Expose and
that
express
communication
it.
going. I mean, there's a reason whoever's watching now will understand that and spread it to your friends too, that communication is still the key. And it's always good to express. I expressed,
Yeah.
when I was afraid I was dying, I told my mom, like, Mom, I might die, but, just know that I love you and
Oh
I know
my
you
God.
love me. So that made me feel better,
Oh.
but I didn't die. So, but I'm
Yes.
still here and
Good
I'm
job,
enjoying
guys.
life
Good
every
job.
day. Everything's good.
Hang on. So I have another question for you. So I know you like to work out, but on top of that, after all that's happened to you, how do you take care of yourself, like, inside? And would you like to give some like advice to everyone watching, like how to do self care as well?
How to stay what?
So I was asking, like, how do you, since you work out, you know how to take care of yourself
Yeah.
physically, but how do you take care internally, emotionally, spiritually, mentally? And if you could give
Oh,
us,
okay.
like, and the viewers some tips, and advice on how to care for oneself for growth.
Yeah, of course, it comes hand in hand. Working out is definitely important because, you don't just do it for vanity, but you do it to be healthy and to live longer. And internally, well, I'm talking about literal matters. I eat the right food. I don't poison my body. So you should also know how to have fun, because we're not born to be boring. But you should know the limits of your body. You know,
Yeah.
and of course,
And you know what?
what
Honestly,
is generally known as bad is bad. We should avoid that. But spiritually, I think what's keeping me happy is knowing that everybody is born good. So, if you have an enemy right now, just know that the universe probably made that person your enemy so that he could eventually be your friend. Or
yeah.
he made
Yeah.
your enemy so that you would be more cautious about people that you meet. There's always goodness in every bad thing that happens. Nothing is given to you to be just completely bad, because why would the universe just tick you off? If it
Yeah,
does
I
tick
love
you off,
that.
it's because it
I
has
love
good
that.
plans for you. And knowing that makes me more hopeful. Like, even right now, we have COVID that's making the world, putting it on a standstill. I just want to look further, because the world has had similar situations in the past. Like 100 years ago, we had other epidemics or pandemics.
Yeah.
And considering that 100 years ago we aren't as advanced as we are now in
Mhm.
technology and science, the world survived. We're still here. So
Yeah.
we're definitely going to get through this in one piece. And all we have to do is hang on. So that keeps me positive every day, knowing that there will always be hope.
Yeah.
I think like the pandemic actually made everyone more connected, you know, people checking in on other people. And so people
Yeah,
really care. Although there's still some there who thinks for, they only think about themselves, but more people are caring for others, like
Yeah.
especially here, the elderly, when they can't go out, then other people volunteer to drop off groceries or whatnot, run errands for them. So it's really, I think the pandemic really taught us how to be more connected and more, it humbled everybody
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
I agree with that.
yeah. Actually, even on the petty side, we have Filipino viewers, of course. In the
Yeah.
Philippines, we have maids, we have housekeepers and drivers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first week of the lockdown, all our housekeepers and maids, because I have someone taking care of my place all the time. We made them do their usual. They go home on Saturdays to meet their family. They come back on Sunday. What
Yeah.
happened was when they went home on Saturday, we had a
They can.
lockdown that prevented them from coming back. So for 4 months
Mhm.
straight, I had no maids at all, and no our cook wasn't here, our driver. I actually unlocked new skills. Now I know how to mop the floor. I've learned how to cook. I've learned how to do these things. I never knew how to do all my life, you know. So,
Yeah.
you know, my future wife's gonna be lucky. I could cook for her now, you know. Even these small things, you know, there's value to it. And
Did
my
you say
mom
your
was actually
future
locked
wife?
in California for
Oops.
5 months. So my mom was locked over there. She was locked in the States. She just got back a few weeks ago. And she's so shocked that now I can do all these things that I can't do before. So there's always something good, you know.
Buhay
Yeah.
America.
Yes. Yeah. That's about America, right? That's
Domesticated
how it is
family.
here in America. So yeah, you know what, Lance? Honestly, I we always see each other before, and I never really thought that hearing you talk to us like this, you can be a life coach. Because every time that I see you on social media, of course, people know how sexy you are, how
Yeah.
handsome you are, how you're a very good singer, you're very popular in the Philippines, and also here, of course. But people doesn't really know what's inside and what's within Lance Raymundo. And this is just amazing because even I myself, I'm so surprised. I'm
Yeah.
so
You
surprised.
know,
And, go ahead.
what you see on social media is, you should always look deeper into someone, because of
Yeah.
course social media you have a certain image that you want to portray or that you're obliged to portray as you're your public figure, but then that's why home is always the best place because that's where you could actually just be yourself and everybody knows you, and more importantly, that's where people love you for who you really are.
That's right.
That's right.
Amazing, amazing. I seriously. So okay. So before anything else, I know that you do have a new album. It's Silent Night. And I
Yeah,
watched
it's
the
actually
video.
not. Yeah, it's not it's a Christmas special release actually.
Oh, yeah. Can
Ooh.
you tell us more about that? So I know that a lot of people already learn a lot from you, but I also want them to know what's your inspiration when you sing. Where do you get your loving
For
voice?
Silent
Where do
Night or
you
in
get that
general?
inspiration?
Again? Oh my God, the
So
cracking
where,
out thing.
I know, where do you get your inspiration when you sing?
Oh, when I sing, I want to tell the story of the song because I'm not the most technical singer. It's not like I'm Randy Raymundo or
Oh,
Martin
these are
Vega when it comes to my voice.
other.
I have a more regular voice, but I think what makes me special or unique is that I sing to tell a story. So I don't mind if my voice cracks or anything as long as I give the emotion because there are some lyrics that would make you tear up a bit. There are lyrics that's going to make you smile while singing, and I want people to feel that when I perform.
You're very humble. You sing so very well, so stop it.
But I think though that it's nice that you want to sing because you want to send a message, because nowadays
That's
there are so
true.
many songs that just it doesn't make
Yep.
sense. It's catchy, but like there's no message behind it, or the message behind it doesn't even make sense. So
Mhm.
it's nice that there are
Yeah,
still singers out there that do the kind
Yeah,
of
and we
thing
have a
that you're
lot of singers
doing.
right now who are storytellers, right? Even
Yeah.
like when you go to Spotify, there are like singers who are aren't that popular yet, but they have a cult following, especially among students, because we could relate, and their voices tell a story. So I want to be that kind of singer.
Yeah. I like it. I like it even better. So, what is this Silent Night is all about? So, I watched the video. So, can you tell us? Because I saw
Yeah,
that there's like a fairy godmother thingy, and there's the three of you who's like just having fun, playing with each other. I
yeah.
felt like it's a modern thing for like the Christmas. So, how do you explain it to us, please?
All right. I know that the video is kind of confusing, but confusing is fun, right? Um, it's a parallel universe version of the three kings giving their gifts to the child Jesus.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
It made
in
sense.
our parallel universe, or like watching the Flash, in our world, I was like a star hunter, and I was waiting for that star to fall because we know that the alien mother, is gonna land into Earth and bring a gift to the world. So I called my two star hunter friends. One is a gym instructor, one is a baller. I'm the musician. And we're like, the star is here. We gotta do that exodus to go there. That's why we walk, we camp, and then we trek to that place. And that big guy that fought us, it's like a symbol of all those warriors that tried to stop the three kings from reaching the mother. And finally, when you saw that mountain, that was the asteroid that
Oh,
that landed into Earth. And we entered the asteroid, and there was that woman. And what I gave her was my gift of music. The baller gave the basketball as the gift of sports and agility, and then the bodybuilder gave a symbolic dumbbell as the gift of strength. And when we gave it to her, we were happy, and then we went our way. And that last part, when I looked back and gave her an apple, it was a symbol of giving love. That all the gifts that we gave was given out of love. So it's not like Adam and Eve. Actually, it's summarizing all the gifts that we gave this new person, because all these gifts aren't just given for the sake of giving, but we give it from the heart. So that was what the apple scene was all about. But I know
yes.
it's confusing, but that's what makes it fun, right?
It's funny because when I saw that, I already knew it's like maybe because I know you, like knowing Lance, he
Yeah.
would he would do something different, like somehow you connect to the people as well. And I really like it when because I
Yeah.
saw that on YouTube and they're like, what's the story? So they get so curious about it, and you're so patient to tell them the story. You literally type it, and yeah, I understand it, and I really love it.
And I decided
Yes.
to make it more fun because Silent Night is a slow song, and this is more on the personal side. When Viva Records told me to cover Silent Night, because I recorded this not this year. That was when my dad just died, and I was thinking that when I hear Silent Night on Christmas, the slow version, it's gonna be sad, right? We'll remember that.
Yeah.
So I asked the bosses, can I make it fast so it's something that we could dance to? And they said like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. So thank you, Viva, for giving me artistic freedom all the time. And it was an experiment, but eventually, people enjoyed it. So we're on the third year running of releasing the same song every Christmas. I'm the new Jose
Wow.
Marichan for the new
Wow.
generation.
So you're
And I saw him. I told him that. I saw him in the airport one time. I was like, "Sir, I hope you don't mind, but I released a Christmas song. I know this is your territory, but he's like, I'm always happy for you singers, doing the same route. So I
And
have it
of course,
locally.
his
So thank
voice is singing through the malls.
Oh my God, thank you, Les, for sharing that with us. As much as I really want to share the video, they were having really like issues for some reason.
Yeah.
But before we actually start the broadcast, we were okay, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
were okay.
exactly.
So I'm so surprised what's going on. And I was like telling Nathan, Nathan, it's yours. And Nathan is like, no, Mama, it's yours. And I thought, Rachi is your light.
It's not mine.
I know. For some reason, I don't know what's going on, but I really appreciate Lance for being here. And we're not finished yet, okay? We're not yet finished. I actually want to ask you more questions because I know that right now there's a lot of like uh, we pause, especially the entertainment right now, the industry. What are you doing now
Yeah,
just to make people really happy? Because I know the entertainment is all about making people happy. And of course, earning money,
yeah.
right? So how are you doing right now?
What, during the pandemic?
Yes.
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 Um, Even in Hollywood, the whole entertainment industry is in a very unusual situation now. Like, I'm a big fan of um, Titans and The Flash and even Batman, and I found
Yeah.
out that all the
Yeah.
productions are on standstill, especially now that Batman himself has caught the virus. Even in
Mm-hmm.
the Philippines, it's hard because I was supposed to do a really big film for the Metro Manila Film Festival, and I could say it. We're doing Pedro Penduko. It's a very big film by Viva, and
Yeah.
we've been training for it since October
Yeah.
2019. We're doing all these stunts, but then the movie had to be put on hold because we can't possibly have fight scenes under COVID situation because
Yeah,
we'd
I
have to
know.
grapple, we have to be close to each other. So the industry is still in transition right now, trying to have a more social distance friendly kind of production. So we're just doing what we could do right now, and that also gave the rise to more social media based entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
like right now. So me, I'm just playing along with what we have now. There's no use holding on to yesterday and being sad that we couldn't do what we could do last year. So whatever the world has to offer now in terms of entertainment, I try to be the best I can be. So that's how I survive
Yeah.
it right now.
You have a
Wow.
very great
Like
attitude.
yeah,
I
your
mean,
show now is very adept to the times. Have you had this show for how long has this show been around?
Well, this is our second season, so we started last April. This is we actually came up with this idea because of the pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? How are we gonna entertain people? How are we gonna be so
Yeah, see,
useful? How are we gonna encourage them? How can we be
and now
very
this is
positive?
the norm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so there. Just I think for most artists who are listening or who are kind of depressed that the situation is kind of that right now. Let's just make the most of what we have. And now this is entertainment. Being online
mhm,
is the new being on TV or the big screen. So let's just hone our potentials in being a presence in the online world.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
That's what actually we really thought. Rochi and I and Burns and to more of my co-hosts actually talk about it. Like, hey, can we do something to make this pandemic a little bit lighter? Because we cannot change
Yeah,
the situation, but we can always in control of how we are going to react in the situation. So one of the best thing is to really offer our time and
Yeah.
our energy to entertain people. If I can sing just like
yeah.
you, I mean, I sing, but not as good as you.
Proof is the karaoke outside.
Yeah. So yeah. So wait. So do you and your mom, of course, Rani, do you still see each other now, despite the pandemic?
Again, I'm sorry, the mic broke down. Are you asking if I see my brother?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and your mom too.
Yeah, actually, we're very, very lucky because my mom lives uh, 10 floors below my unit. My brother lives 5 floors below me.
Oh
So we all live in the same building, and
That's cool.
my mom's unit is actually 3 units combined. So they broke down the wall, so it's really big. So that became the new hub. So every lunchtime is a family reunion. Every dinner
Oh,
time,
that's
my brother
awesome.
brings food from his unit. I bring the soda. I don't cook, and so we look forward every meal time every day because that's when we all get together. Especially during the lockdown that relatives can't get in, that we're only the ones who can see each other. It's fun. So, and me and my brother, we watch Netflix every night, every 11 p.m. It was only last night that I was absent because I wanted to sleep early for our show. But then every
Oh,
show,
Wow.
we look forward to seeing each other. So our family has been having the time of our lives as a family.
yes,
that's great. That's
yes.
great.
I I'm just so happy to hear this from you because I talk to a lot of people also like artists and they're so negative about the situation. And I'm really glad that you're here, even if we have like technicalities and glitch and whatnot. You're still very patient to talk to us about your story and all these aha moments and golden nuggets. I couldn't even add more to that.
You're pretty
Exactly.
inspiring. Just so you know, you're very inspiring.
To all the people who are dealing with it negatively, I don't want to judge them either because, just like our hands, we're all different. We have different ways of dealing with things. And so I understand them as well. So that's why this show is
Yes.
important because hopefully our friends who are still in the negative state could probably learn a thing or two from what we shared today. So,
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
let's just support one another. Nobody is bad. No one is dealing with this pandemic in the wrong way because we were not prepared for this. Even our government isn't prepared. So I don't want to judge anyone from dealing with
Yes.
it the wrong way because
Exactly.
how would we even know that this thing is coming our way, right? So we're all
Mm-hmm.
newborn
Yes.
here. We're all newborn babies in this situation. So the best way is to just support each other and just lift each other up. And I know
Yeah,
for a fact that
absolutely.
everything's going to be all right someday. We just don't know when, but it's definitely coming.
Yeah. And what's
Yeah.
important is that we are, as an individual, we are okay. You
Yeah,
know, as an
yeah.
individual, we are
Exactly.
okay.
That's
That's the
our
most
that's our
important
way of
thing.
helping the world because it has to start with ourselves. And if we
Yes,
take care
yes,
Mm-hmm.
of ourselves, then we could take care of our brothers and sisters around us. So there, it's not being selfish. That at the first step, we try to help ourselves first because that's how we could be effective. So yeah, please do help yourselves. Try to be the best you could be, and try to just slowly erase all the negativities around you, step by step. It's not an
Yeah.
overnight thing, and in your own comfortable time. And when you know you're ready, share it with your friends and make your friends positive too. That's what we're doing. That's why I'm glad with the show. The show is really doing a great job.
That's amazing.
Thank
thank
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
We're very grateful that you're actually here because you're so inspiring. Just listening to
Yeah,
you, oh my God, I'm blown away. I'm blown away.
Thank you.
I'm getting a lot out of this session. I mean, you're
this session.
amazing.
I'm just gonna ask how much per hour for your life coaching? So how much per hour for your life coaching, Ron?
Jenny.
We're each other's life coaches. Like even someone we don't get along with is already actually indirectly coaching us into being a better version of ourselves. So I think the best way is to just open our ears, not literally, but open the ears of our heart,
Yes.
and the ears of
Mhm.
our soul. So when you hear things every day, listen to it in three different manners and different versions. First, you listen to it with your physical ear, and then listen to the version of what your heart will tell you and what your soul will tell you. Because there's going to be different interpretations, and it's up to you on how to mix it together for your own personal comprehension of what you hear.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
pretty powerful,
Just
actually.
wow.
I
Looks
mean,
like we got a different title for the show.
I
Ocean
know.
Express gets a master class from Lance.
Yes. Yes,
But you have
you're
to
right,
get time to
Kochi.
expose and express because first, before you can really understand one thing, that thing has to expose itself to you, right? And when it
Yeah.
exposes,
Mhm.
you absorb it, and then you express the results, right? So
Yes.
All right.
You got it.
You
You
got
got
it.
it. You got it from your mama. You got it.
I just wanted to ask,
that's the genuine
when
one.
did you when did you realize that this was the kind of thought process that you had when it came to negative situations, or this is the your thought process in general about things? Did you always
um,
think like this, or did you have to learn how to think like this?
I learned how to. I learned how to. I think we're all born with that capability. I think that we should know that we were all born with that gift. But then it takes a lot of experiences in life for you to
Mm-hmm.
realize. So I don't know when I became this way, but it's only today that you guys are confirming that I think differently. So I think today is the day that I found out. And I'm just being myself.
Well, first of
But then you guys reaffirmed it. So I guess September 26th, that's when I found out.
well, Lawrence, you know what? We're all life coaches and business coaches here, so we know who has the gift. We know who has really the power to expose and express themselves and actually really help people just by talking to them and, like you said, listening to them.
I think the number one thing is listening to
Yeah,
them.
no,
But
Listening.
props and thumbs up to all the life coaches because you guys are always, waking up the people and giving them the chance to really be the best version of themselves. So I really admire people who have gone this path in their lives, entering the world of life coaching. And of course,
Well, just so you
I
know,
feel like
what
I
you're
know you're
talking
really
about is pretty much what life coaches do.
yes.
Tell people.
You
that's
Yeah.
did
actually
life
good.
coaching today.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Here in the Philippines, I've accepted a few offers. I've given speeches to students on how to deal with life. I'm not a life coach, but they invite me to be an entertainer and a speaker. So sometimes I do shows wherein I sing first and then I talk afterwards. It's been such a privilege to do these things for people.
Wow, wow, amazing.
You know what makes a life coach is for when one goes through some kind of like difficult situation in their life and they're and they overcome that and they share
Yeah.
that story to inspire others to be better, versions of themselves, then in my book, you're a life coach.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're a life coach.
Thanks. I
Mhm.
didn't know that, so thank you. Vivi.
Yeah. I can certify you.
Yay.
I'm a business coach. I can teach you more.
We
But
should talk
Lawrence, I really appreciate, yeah, thank you for your beautiful soul. Like I said, I've never really met you this,
Intimately.
yeah, and I am so, it's our privilege. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And like I said, I really want you to sing. If you can give us a little bit of your silent night, then that would be great. I don't care about the glitches, technicalities right
Yeah,
now.
let's try.
Let's
Let's
just
try.
do it.
Let's
Let's
make the
just
most of
do
what
it.
we have. All right, let's try this. I'll just put my phone near the speakers. So, all right, glitches and all. Let's try silent night.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes.
The singing life coach.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is right. Round your virgin mother and child, Holy night, shepherds pray at the sky. Glories streaking from heavens above. Heavenly hosts singing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
Wow.
Put your hands up, everybody.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Woo!
The puppy in the air.
Oh, cool.
Holy night, Son of God, let your light bring it beams from thy holy face, where the dawn of praise, deep and praise, Jesus, Lord and thy word. Jesus, Lord and thy word. Jesus, Lord and thy word.
All right. Oh my
Alright, thank
goodness.
you.
Oh my goodness. Mind
Yay!
you, huh? Mind you, it's 8 in the morning.
exactly.
That's true. That was so good.
It's 9 in the morning. I mean, this morning I had actually a show. They guested me in this Lance Santos YouTube channel, and they asked me to sing. I only sang a few lines because it's 7 o'clock in the morning
Exactly.
here. So I'm like, give me like a second. I don't think I can do this. But yeah, it was so much fun too. Thank you so much, Lance. I really appreciate
you.
your presence. I can't thank you enough,
Thank
honestly.
you.
Like
Yeah.
all of us here are like,
Thank you so much.
so amazing.
Jenny and guys, thank you for also giving me the opportunity to sing Silent Night in the morning. It's a first for me. So, sa mga kababayan natin sa Pinas, di ba, nakinig kayo ng Silent Night umagang-umaga. So, have a nice day, listeners. And American friends, yeah, you guys have a Silent Night tonight. A happy
I know.
Silent Night at home.
Yeah.
I love you so much, brother. Thank you so much for just saying yes to us. You're so humble. And I know that God will really bless you together with your family. And Rochi, Nathan, and Burns here, believe me, you're on
So
our
thank you
list of
also for
like,
having me. It's fun.
yes, you're on our list of like amazing guests that we have. I think you're the number one.
I'm jealous.
I know.
Yeah,
Just
and from now on,
kidding,
I'm going to
guys.
be watching your show. So, to all my friends, especially my friends here in Sapinas who are watching right now, remember to always tune in. So, Manila, what is the actual Manila time that you show this every week?
Like
Um,
8 a.m.
8 p.m.
8 a.m. on a Saturday. Or is it
Sunday.
Sunday?
Sunday.
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 Yeah,
8
so matulog na kayo ng maaga every Saturday night kasi dito sa
That's right.
So, and all our friends in the States, I just want to promote this show. It's a very, very awesome show. I had a great time guesting, and it's such a great release. I myself was able to express myself, so it makes me feel better. So I'm gonna feel refreshed all day. That I was able to pour my heart out to everyone. So thank you guys for giving me this great opportunity also.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank
Thank
so
you.
Okay, so this is not gonna be the first time, Lance, please.
Yeah,
Say
anytime
yes.
that you want to see
They're
again.
gonna be back
Even
sometime.
not to death, if you want me to be a a guest anchor, let me know. I'll just be here.
Yes,
Anytime.
and I guess this time we're gonna make sure that we're gonna make it extra special. So a lot of Filipinos also here can watch us, and over there also in the Philippines. So Rochi will again adjust her time because it's CST. It's already 10 o'clock there, right?
It's
No,
9 o'clock.
It's
Eastern
9 o'clock.
Standard.
wake up
Sorry,
early.
12
man.
hours difference in Manila.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, it's already time for us to say see you again next week. And I know and I'm very sure that all of us will be inviting Lance again. This time we're gonna make sure that everything is great.
Better and
Yeah. But
all
you know what?
issues
Yeah. But
are
you know what I've
sorted out.
learned here? I've learned that Lance is such a very patient, very humble, and kind-hearted man that I
Thank
have
you.
never really known. Not just a beautiful face, like a beautiful baby face and a very nice body, but a very
I don't know why she always
but a
do
very good
something
heart.
like that.
Let it be.
Our last guest was all about bodies.
Quiet. That's our secret. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you again next week. So, we're gonna have a part 2. I want to make sure that this time is gonna be extra special. So, hopefully, before December, we are going to promote Lance again, and not
Yay.
promote, also like be our guests and share more of your loving energy because we need you. We need you in this beautiful world. I love you guys. I am sending you love, light, healing, and abundance. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Stay, stay,
Thank
stay, stay,
you.
stay, stay